kidding me? What's up, everybody? Brandon here with Dark Pine Outdoors. If y'all haven't seen just yet, because I highly doubt that I've already showed y'all, but we got us a couple of new toys. Went up to, well, been talking to a salesman for the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks, and those of you that don't know me, I did have a 250R Honda, and anyways, those of you that don't know me, I did have a 250R, and I was trying to get into bikes and everything, and was having fun with them, really was, and I got me a four-wheeler then, and it wasn't, I just didn't have time really to ride bikes, work on motor and stuff like that. That's basically all there is. And I know I was trying to get into racing them for the air scramble races, and that bike needed some work, this and that. It was in 2007, and the valves were aluminum. They kept warping and everything, and it was my first bike, and it was a pretty heavy bike to start off with, and I just never was super comfortable on it. I want to get me another 250, I really do, but since my son is 10 years old, we got him this 110, but we got him that 110, and I mean, he took to it like fish to water. I mean, he's doing pretty good riding it, I'd say. This is supposed to be the 125 big wheel. I don't really feel like should have the name big wheel, because I mean I know the tires are bigger than, you know, that 110s, but it still does feel like a small bike. And I mean, that's because it is a small bike, I understand, but there's a few reasons why I got this bike. First off, I wanted to get a bike so when me and my son go riding together, we have bikes that have close to the same capabilities. Now, this 125 is pretty torquey. You don't have, you know, me riding around in this video, but yeah, it's pretty torquey. And but I mean, that little 110 is a little torquey sucker too. And but yeah, I mean, got it so we can, you know, have bikes, you know, similar power for the most part, I guess. And mine's just, you know, bigger for me to be able to be a little bit more comfortable on. Like I said, I plan on getting me another 250 one day, but being that he is 10 and he fits on that bike all right now, but you know, here in the next few years he's gonna be too big for that bike, and so then he gets to move up to this 125, and then that's when I'll probably go get me the 250 or something like that. Or, you know, I might go up a little bit higher and get me the 150. Doubt it, but I'll probably just bump up to the 250. And then, you know, when he gets in high school or something like that, and he's still big into riding bikes, we'll get him a 250. Then whenever my daughter gets old enough, she can ride that 110. We'll probably have to get a smaller bike before then for her to start off with, before she moves up to the 110. But, you know, being 10 years old and his first bike, I mean, that 110 he does look a little bit big on, but again, he's 10, first bike, and I mean, I figured that 110 be perfect, and I just told him what to do, and yeah, he's been, you know, doing just fine riding on it. I've been having him stay in first gear right now, just riding circles in the yard, just because I don't want him getting too confident right now and laying it over. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all the new toys. We'll probably try to do some riding content with these bikes. We'll take them to the property that we hunt on, go riding around, maybe make some trails. We might find other places to go ride at, me and him just cruising around. I mean, The bike ain't nothing special, but I mean, it's enough for, you know, me to ride around and play on. And I mean, I'm happy with the purchase. I mean, I still think the prices are a little high on them right now, but at least it's a Honda. It's gonna hold its value. If anything, you know, if we end up not keeping this bike and trading it in, and I get a 250 with it, and then we get him, or we trade his bike in for me a 250, so then he can move up to this 125. Awesome. And it's just, whatever happens, happens. We went ahead and got 2 of them, so now we have 2 bikes we can swap, you know, up or whatever to get new bikes eventually one day. So, and heck, you know, no more expensive they are, we might, you know, here in the future, once these things are about paid off or whatever, go ahead and go buy me that 250, and then I'll be paying on it, and then we'll just have 3 bikes. And I know my wife, she's super excited to get some more bikes, and the 2 youngest kids to get older, because she wants us to be a dirt bike family. That's what she said. Us to go on rides all together on bikes, stuff like that. She thinks that'd be loads of fun, and I think it'd be really fun too. So, but yeah, if y'all live in Arkansas, and if y'all live, you know, in any surrounding areas of Little Rock, such as Hot Springs, Malvern, Arkadelphia, whatever, or Searcy, anywhere, you know, near the center of Arkansas, pretty much, if you want to go buy a Honda, if you want to go buy any power sports, like four-wheeler, side-by-side, dirt bikes, just regular street bikes, boats, whatever, please go to Sunrise. Because I know I tell everybody this, and it's true, but when you go to Sunrise, you know, if you want to do that shopping around, you know, compare different brands, like, oh, I was thinking about getting a Kawasaki, or I was thinking about getting a Honda, Polaris, whatever. All those dealerships are together. You can just walk around and compare which one do you like more. You don't have to drive across town or drive to the next town. It's all right there. And the people there are super easy to work with. They have, you know, they're used a lot that you can look at, just a bunch of different stuff there. And I mean, anytime I've dealt with Sunrise, they've been just a dream to deal with. But yeah, I am happy with the purchase. I mean, it's just, you know, something I can do with the boy. Me and him can, you know, bond over that. Sports, hunting, fishing, just finding just different stuff for me and him to do together. And, you know, that's what I try to, that's part of parenting pretty much, is, you know, try to be present, try to do stuff with your kids. Don't just, you know, be home at night and you're just there. I mean, you need to be a present parent, but try to do stuff to help your kids make memories with you, because, you know, hopefully he's going to be my age one day, and he's going to have a little boy, and he's going to try, you know, to go get him and his little boy some bikes if he doesn't already have one. And he's going to have that memory of me and him riding. Or, you know, hey, this might be one day that he wants to get into racing. I got friends that they still are into those hare scramble races, and he might say, all right, I want to get into racing. And when he's lining up to take off and try to get the whole shot, he's going to remember, oh, I remember when Dad got me my first bike. That's what started it all. You know, he might, you know, wanting to get into motocross one day. Who knows? I mean, it just could be just something for fun. But I do think it's awesome to see him take to it so well. Which, this kid, y'all, I will brag about him every day, no matter what. When it comes to anything athletic, this kid is a baller. Like, he just destroys when it comes to anything athletic. He, you know, can play basketball, play football, play baseball, you know, whatever he sets his mind to, he'll do it. And he's usually pretty good. And he's already laid it over once. If anything, I'll insert that clip. Probably won't play the audio because I did get a little ticked off because he wasn't listening. But other than that, no, that's the first that he's messed up in the last hour and a half, 2 hours that we've been cruising around the yard. I told him, you know, once he gets comfortable enough that he can ride around this yard pretty good, then we'll definitely look into going to ride other places and making some trails back there in the back acre. But like I said, I'm proud of him, you know, taking to it so well. And I think it's going to be just a really fun hobby for him. Just something to definitely keep him busy, something to have him look forward to when he gets home, is be able to ride his bike, be outside and enjoying nature. And I mean, I'm as guilty as anyone. I thought about revamping my gaming channel. I love playing video games, I really do. I'd rather play them at night. I'd rather be outside doing stuff in the daytime. Get my vitamin D, which, I mean, then again, I work all day out in the day, outside. And yeah, there's sometimes I just want to come home and be inside. But can't do that. You know, when you get kids, you can't just try to keep them inside all the time, and I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen, because I want them to be able to keep themselves entertained outside and not worry about inside. But this is another short little video, but I just wanted to show y'all new toys adding to the Dark Pine Outdoors family, I guess what you can say. So now we got the four-wheeler, we got 2 dirt bikes, the side by side's my dad's, but we'll probably run around with that sometimes, depending on what we're doing. Hopefully have a boat one day, and I would like to get me a tractor. But I mean, you know, it's still a young channel. You know, we're doing okay right now, so I figure, you know, why not do something for me and him to be able to bond more, like I said. But again, go visit Sunrise Motorsports. Y'all will not be upset with treatment there. They do treat their customers very well, and it was pretty easy. Like I said, you know, the price, I wish it was better, but who doesn't wish prices were better with certain things? You know, you gotta pay to play sometimes. And I know this ain't the biggest and nicest bike, but it is a bike nonetheless, so I can spend time with my son. And it will eventually be his bike, and Daddy will have him a bigger bike. And if he moves up to a 250, I don't care if I'm 50 and starting to break down, I might have to get me a 450, because I'm going to still make sure I can outrun him. But one thing I will complain about this bike, as a 6 foot tall adult male, this bike is not very comfortable to stand up on. I may look into getting some handlebars that rise up a little bit more, but these handlebars aren't bad. But I mean, hey, electric start, fires right up. I mean, it's a torquey little sucker too. Like I said, I mean, you kick this sucker in second gear and you are flying. I mean, I like it. But one day here soon, we'll hook the GoPro up to the helmet and we'll go for a ride and just kind of cruise around. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll enjoy the rest of this day riding. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.